Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero reaction. Today we have Drowned Ideal. This one was requested by Genetic Savior in the comments of the last video. And speaking of last video, just as an open letter, clearly I missed some themes, the combat themes from the old mining site. Please, if you have a specific theme or type of theme or grouping of themes you want me to get to, just give me like direct links or exact names because I don't know. I already talked to the person who requested those last time about it in the comments, and it's just like, I won't know if you guys don't give me like direct stuff. I don't play the games. I don't know the limitations of the uploaders or anything. Like, if there is a specific theme you want me to get to and you're not sure if there's a grouping of it somewhere, just give me the exact one you want me to hear specifically, and I'll do a video on that one, because I can only go so far with looking up titles, and some people have things that are named completely nonsensical, and others have names that are exactly what people say in the comments, and then aren't what they want to hear, like what happened last time. I mean, people are still glad that I listened to it, not saying that, but at the same time, I did miss out on the combat themes, because I didn't know those existed. So be as literal as you can, and like I said, you can even include links. Most of the time I see those, the comments don't tend to delete direct YouTube links most of the time, so you'll probably be okay, or at least maybe like drop it in a reply comment if you have one that you really want me to get to, something like that. Either way though, gonna listen to this one now, and I suppose without further ado, let's go. Okay, starting really strong. Okay, I'm gonna save that thought for later. Woo. Love a tasty ride bell being utilized. Ooh. God, this section's really nice. It's almost metalcore-y. Okay, I was seeing where the song was gonna go before I said it, but this is giving Jeff Williams. It's really giving Jeff Williams. It's just got such a... It's got that like anime adjacent sound. But I wasn't sure if it was going to lean more into that or change it up, so I didn't want to say it too early. And right now it sounds like it's trying to. Gonna maybe change to something else? Or just jump right back into it. Okay, right back into it then. See, like, even this progression here reminds me a lot of the stuff that Jeff has made for Ruby. You know? It's like... Oh, God. This would be fun to play. It's got so much of that fuck you, fight me energy. And that feels like it's right in line with the characters on screen right now. I really like how they're doing this. Again, it sounds similar to other stuff I've heard, but like, it's definitely not exact. It's got its own identity. It's got its own stank to it. ends like that too. Jesus, okay, I thought that was gonna loop again. Maybe it was just the editor that did that, but it sounded like a good place to end it. Albeit maybe a little bit abrupt, but that kind of fits the vibe too. All right, there's something about this song that might piss some of you off, but I'm gonna say it anyway. First, let's just talk about how fun the song is. I want to start on a high note, or, you know, the future part might be a high note too. Really depends on who you are. Either way, very fun. It's doing a lot of things that this standard sort of like anime-esque like rock vibe would go for. The progression of the notes, the key that it's in, and that's why stuff like Jeff Williams' work also feels very much the same as this, because it goes for that exact same like high octane sort of vibe. And we get this because they like to use things that are chromatic groupings, things that work together in the key and in the chords that just fit together when you walk up and down them like a simple staircase. Usually 2 or 3 steps, sometimes 4, really depends on how complex you want to go with it. So that's how we get things that, like in this song, and the reason that this sounds so cool, especially for the guitar solos in here, is like the guitar solo is doing basically the same thing, but then they bump it up an octave for the second part. That makes it feel even higher and more octane, high energy, and you get that, like, you just lock into that. That's the sort of shit that you want with a song like this, and it's fun because you start low, and that's where you want your protagonist to be, and you want them to continue pushing higher and farther, and that's where the song goes. So it's easy to just connect that in your brain. So what the cool part with this one is that it does that, but it basically does like a half step up on its key. So like the very ending of the phrase is what does that. That's what like locks you into that emotion. And we start here with that first section is an F, G, F, G, F, E. And that second, the G in there, that second one is usually kind of just like that. Like it kind of bounces because it's on electric guitar. I'm doing this on a keyboard. It's a little bit different. So it just goes really quick into that final note there on the E, and that's all fine and cool and whatever else. It's just a nice, you know, bookend to a thought when it comes to a guitar solo. It just ends the sentence, right? But for the second part, where they really want you to like hold on to that high octane energy, they end it with, and then it drops back down to the prior movement where it was in that lower octave, and they do kind of chug it up into the higher octave at the end of that next phrase. That's kind of beside the point. And here's the part that might piss some of you off. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's in a different key, mind you, but it does the exact same thing. And that's why that song works so well. The original Sonic the Hedgehog theme is the exact same fucking idea when it comes to the end of the phrasing here. And that's why it applies itself so well to that high octane energy. It's something that has been done for generations to give you this exact same feeling. Sorry if I ruined this song for so many people. Your favorite Wolf Boy is literally just Sonic the Hedgehog JoJo edition. Congratulations. He's beefcaked. He's a wolf. He belongs right in there with Sonic the Hedgehog and Tails. It just fits. But at the same time, it's hilarious. But again, when we get to the music theory of why, it makes total sense. It totally makes sense why this sort of song would work really well for a character like this that wants you to have that sort of relationship with them. The same reason why Sonic is the cool guy, you know? It's the same reason why this works, because this guy is clearly fucking cool. And that sort of relationship where we get to end on those notes, it's again the book note theory of this. It's the end of a sentence and it's going up an octave from what it was before, and it's again pulling you along with that energy. And there's so much else to this song that makes it already feel so much more badass anyway, like the chugs on the rhythm guitar section, just keeping a really solid ground rhythm. Again, I said this would be really fun to play. It would. The drums are also super fun. They make total sense. Nothing's overplayed. It's simple. It's rocky. It's just holding you still, and it's making you want to believe in this person. And again, the reason this all kind of works together here is because the first 3 notes that happens on, the F, the G, and the E there, that one, it's like literally, like I said, it's like half a step, it's just up an octave. So if I play it in the same octave and then do the, it's like fucking it's the G, and you go to an E flat instead. So instead of this relationship you get with the first one in the and you get that like minor third in there, you get this, which is a major third if you start on that G. that relationship there, it's just a major third. It's just, you got minor third, major third, right there, next to each other. And it's kind of wild that that's all it takes to take the energy from down, because again, we're starting... You get that relationship, that's the minor third, and then when they move it up the octave, you're now getting a major third. So not only is it like cheating your brain and having the octave go up and this energy to rise, it's also literally doing that with the notes it's finishing on by giving you the first one in a minor relationship and the second one in a major relationship. So you're immediately referring to that in your mind as, oh, this is a little bit more downtrodden and sad compared to the second one, because the way that those notes work together is just a perfect relationship compared to the other one that doesn't want you to feel that way. It's just a little bit more sad when you hear those two together. You know, you add that into a third, you get a C. That's a C major. But these two notes alone is a minor relationship. So if and up here, if you do the same kind of thing, you have these notes, and you were to put one in there as a chord, it would be something like C minor. You see how weird that is? It's weird that the fact that this major relationship on these two other fingers here, add the extra note down in there to make it a whole chord. That's a C minor. But then why would this relationship make you feel like it's a major relationship? Because they're majors. It's so strange. Music theory is crazy, and anyone who gets into it is bound to find themselves also crazy. I learned that the hard way, and I have no family anymore. But jokes aside, that's why this song sounds so uplifting. It starts with that minor relationship in the first passage of that guitar solo. It's supposed to put you in a grounded position where you're just kind of getting an idea for their idea. You know, like you're kind of rooting for them, but not really rooting for them until the second passage where they're more confident. The song is that much more energetic. The octave is up. The competition is high, but you can also trust that they're going to be able to handle that. And they do by bringing in that major relationship in those notes. It's just really crazy to me that that's how that works out. Like the fact that this is a C major in the relationship of that first one, but then the other one is a C minor. It doesn't... Music theory, again, you will lose family. And then you just put all that into this nice package of having great drums, great consistent drums, mind you. Also just the rock package, basically. This like pop alt rock sort of grunge feel that this song has going on. I love that, and I always have. That's why I always love like Crush 40 stuff as well, like back in the early 2000s especially. Great songs in the Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack, and it does this exact same thing. The relationship in a lot of those songs is the same vibe, and again, Jeff Williams does that a lot. It's a very common thing to do. It's an easy way to trick the brain into making them think, wow, they've got this, and it's just the relationship of the notes that does it. So now you know why characters like Sonic the Hedgehog have such badass themes all the time, because those themes are designed to make you feel like you're going from a lower point to a higher point and abusing the relationships in music theory to really sell that point to you subconsciously. Because even if you don't know music theory, even if you still have all your family intact, you will feel the relationship of these notes and why they affect you that way. So this one was just cool to get to hear that. I mean, I know nothing else about this character, what else is going on. I saw some comment about it being for JoJo Bros, so I'm assuming that's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is why I made the comment earlier, but that's really all I got. I've never actually seen JoJo's myself. I know of it, obviously, but I've never watched it. It's just too many seasons, and at this point, I feel like I missed the train, and I would have to catch up way too much shit, and I don't have the time for that. So here I am, just kind of knowing by tertiary exposure. Either way, though, that is why this song works out so well. I'm done rambling. I've been yapping for way too long, and I need to end this video. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to another song from Zenless Zone Zero, by all means, drop it in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!